先在他们治完书以后再把它过来。因为待会儿我。
一个左右，一个左手，以前还不用等他们绿灯，就是不用转弯，现在还要上来的起，对，差不多，差不多可以走。不过那边要出来的。对啊，你们要出来，然后台北市内想没有啦，看我们比较可以。现在都走，应该都是走直接。是啊，这个是这样。虽然比较绕多一点点，它红绿灯的短之外，然后一下就很快就到，一下就可以到环中上去。你到那边反而它是那种上高速上去，当然那个路至少要塞很长一段时间，应该塞车之后。现在然后它就是个沙轮火焰，他们在准备材料，是有人是香港的，对啊，那为什么是在香港呢？大华其实3次，中国人在香港，他们中国的话，那然后大陆他们也是没有会不太大的，这个比较强。但是这次比较大，1小时，最少才去往上，不过10个对这个。那到7点10分之前的表定，7点
为了他自己，为了他自己。
我等1小时啊，送他8天。
练到不会。为什么每天都在就是你会练多少？因为他们正式起来的，所以大概每天都会做1回。他几乎不会所以长官都是用投票表决用的，没有人要当，他就会让你。
各位媒体朋友，大家晚安！欢迎大家来到今天晚上由外交部吴部长吴钊燮以及所罗门群岛马内列外长的一个与媒体的共同媒体的见面会。我们等一下首先呢会邀请2位部长来分别致辞。那致完词以后呢，再由2位这个外交部的政务次长来回答大家的问题。Welcome to the press briefing, ladies and gentlemen. It's hosted jointly by Foreign Minister Joseph Wu and the Foreign Minister Jeremiah Manele of the Solomon Islands. We will first invite the foreign ministers of both countries to deliver their remarks. And since they have meetings still going on, will be followed by the Q&A session, will be presided over by the foreign deputy ministers from both countries. 那接下来呢，我们首先邀请外交部长吴钊燮阁下来致辞。We'll first invite Foreign Minister Joseph Wu to deliver his remarks.
所罗门群岛马内列外交部长阁下，各位媒体朋友，大家晚安。首先，我要代表中华民国政府和人民，诚挚地欢迎所罗门群岛外交部长马内列阁下以及夫人一行访问台湾。这是马内列部长阁下出任所国外交部长之后首度访问台湾。马内列外长今天早上已经觐见了总统，也和我进行了晤叙，就两国如何在各个领域进一步加强合作关系交换意见。今年8月上旬，所罗门群岛的国会议长欧提议长率团来台湾参加亚太国会议员联合会，就是 APPU。8月中旬，苏加瓦瑞总理在太平洋岛国论坛，也就是 PIF 期间，也曾经和本人会晤，并且见证了马内列外长和本人所签署的台所互免签证协定。一连串的台所双边互动，再加上此次外长的来访，对于深化台所邦谊以及声明两国友好关系具有重大的意义。台湾和所罗门群岛从1983年建交以来，双方合作关系紧密。我在基础建设、农渔畜牧、医疗卫生、洁净能源等领域，以及技职训练、奖学金等各类人力资源的培育计划，均对所国国家发展做出贡献。相对地，所国多年来也在联合国的大会、世界卫生组织、国际民航组织和联合国气候变化纲要公约等国际组织场域给予台湾坚定的支持。由于两国建交以来，所国在国际间对于台湾的坚定支持，台湾始终感念在心。因此，在所国公元2000年初动荡的时期，我国驻所国的大使馆和技术团的人员也坚持不离不弃，陪同所国朋友共同度过那段艰辛的岁月。台所两国可以说是情同手足，同舟共济。所罗门群岛有 WANTA 互助分享的传统，我也希望台湾和所罗门群岛未来能够继续秉持这个 WANTA 的传统，相互感恩，珍惜彼此情谊，发扬我国踏实外交所强调的互惠互助的理念，继续深化两国的友好关系。这将不仅符合台所双方国家利益，更可以和包括美国、澳洲、纽西兰和日本等理念相近国家的伙伴，为维护太平洋区域的和平稳定以及自由民主价值共同做出贡献。谢谢大家。
我们非常谢谢外交部吴部长。Thank you very much, Foreign Minister Joseph Wu. And right now we'd like to invite Foreign Minister of Solomon Islands, His Excellency Jeremiah Manele, to deliver his statement. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the press. Thank you for your presence. It is indeed an honor for me to be here in the Republic of China on Taiwan. I am here at the invitation of my colleague, His Excellency Dr. Joseph Wu. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my 6th visit to your beautiful country, but my first visit as Foreign Minister. Last month, I signed a bilateral visa waiver arrangement with Minister Wu in Tuvalu. My country's Speaker of Parliament was also in Taipei 2 weeks ago. These engagements speak of the active relations between Solomon Islands and the Republic of China. Solomon Islands appreciates the friendly, rich, and progressive relations with the Republic of China.
各位媒体朋友，谢谢你
We
们
have
出
more
席这场
than 100
记者会。
students studying here in the Republic of China. My government is grateful for the support rendered by the government and people of the Republic of China to our students. Solomon Islands has a number of agreements with the Republic of China, for example on fisheries, agriculture, technical cooperation, and including the 2023 Games project commitment. All of these speak of an engaging relations between our two states. We have learned so much on the Republic of China's development experience. We have an embassy here in Taipei, and we are well represented by Ambassador Walenesia. Likewise, the Republic of China is well represented by a diplomatic post in Honiara. My government was elected into office this year and has undertaken the commitment to review Solomon Islands foreign policy. We have national mechanisms in place to address that. The review is a broader one. We have looked at our global posture, reviewing all our overseas missions and relations. I'm pleased to say we will be formally opening a new consulate on this note in Brisbane next month. My ministry is in the business of building relations and will continue to do so. We do so guided by the decision of our government. We are here in the Republic of China to speak more on a number of bilateral issues, including enhancing our cooperation in agriculture, explore labor mobility opportunities, and examine technology transfer openings. I am pleased to note that we have a number of business houses connected to the Republic of China operating in Solomon Islands. All of these contribute to Solomon Islands' economy, including the Tri-Mariner, a number of fisheries companies, the Kolombangara Forestry Plantation Limited, and we do encourage more of Taiwan's private sector to invest in Solomon Islands. Last week, I met students from the Republic of China, the Taiwan youth ambassadors, at my foreign ministry in Honiara. These engagements, these visits do contribute to our relations. I'm pleased to report that I had useful discussions with Her Excellency Dr. Tsai Ing-wen, the President of the Republic of China, this morning. And let me thank the government and the people of the Republic of China for the warm hospitality accorded to my delegation since our arrival yesterday. Ladies and gentlemen, I will be taking my leave to continue my discussions with your Foreign Minister, His Excellency Dr. Wu, and as you are aware, my Secretary and your Vice Minister will respond to any comments or questions that you have. Thank you. 谢谢。
我们等一下会发这个两国的外长的这个致辞稿，中文跟英文的翻译，马上给大家有文字的，我们现在马上发，好不好？现在马上发给大家，对，这样大家就可以有。等一下也会透过电子档给你们。那接下来呢，我们要进行这个 Q&A， 就是所有的问题的提问都欢迎大家来提问。那在这边我们要邀请着外交部的政务次长许思俭以及所罗门群岛的政务次长 Ambassador Colin Beck。And the following will be starting the Q&A questions. You will be presided over by the foreign deputy ministers of both countries. From the Taiwan side, we have Dr. Xu Sijian. He's the deputy foreign minister of foreign affairs. And as well as we have Ambassador Colin Beck. He's also deputy minister of the Solomon Islands from Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So right now, if you have any questions, you can raise your hand and identify yourself and state briefly your question. 接下来我们开放这个媒体的提问，请大家就是说你们的姓名、所属的报社以及简述你们的问题。第一个，联合报新闻。
Hi, this is Mark from United Daily. I have two questions that is directed to the Foreign Deputy Minister from Solomon Islands. My first question is, as you may or may not know, that there are several media outlets that describe the diplomatic ties between Taiwan and Solomon Islands as facing turbulence. Although I firmly believe that the visit from Minister is a firm indication of the stability, but how would you describe the current status between the two countries? And the second question is concerning the cross-party task force. If the conclusion is in favor of establishing a relationship with China, how would that make an impact on the two countries' relationship? Thank you.
Thank you. We have a little bit translation.
我们两个提问，第一个提问是我相信司长可能也有注意到，有多家媒体报道说台所关系正在面临一些挑战，但是我想这一次外长团来到台湾就代表了台所关系的稳定。不过我想要请教的是您对于目前台所关系的现状，这是第一个问题。第二个问题是我知道台所罗门政府成立了一个工作小组，要重新检视台所的关系。那如果这个工作小组最后的结果是赞成与中国建交的话，那这会如何影响到我们两国的关系？
Thank you. Are you willing to answer question, sir?
Thank you very much. Thank you for that question. And let me say something on the status of relations. At the moment, it's business as usual for us until a decision is taken, as the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Solomon Islands more or less stated. We have national mechanisms that will deal with that. But for now, I think we have students here, we have corporations going, and as he alluded to, we have signed visa waiver arrangements even last month. I think Vice Minister, my colleague, will be in Honiara as of next week as well. So I think we are just moving as things where it is now. Talking about the task force, I think the task force is just one part of the paper that, in terms of looking at reviewing some of the things that we're doing, but it's not just the task force. It's basically our executive government will be looking at that. So it's not so much the task force, but rather our cabinet. Thank you.
回答您的第一个问题，目前台湾所罗门的关系是一切正常，直到我们的政府、我们的外长做出了一个决定之后。不过目前我们有一个国家机制来处理这个议题，但是目前为止合作一切照常进行。在台湾现在也有所罗门的学生在这里求学，而且我们上个月刚刚外长也提到签订了这个免签的协议。那么下周徐次长也会到我们所罗门的和尼亚拉首都。那所以目前的台所关系是一切照常。那至于您的第二个问题呢，其实工作小组只是我们政府全盘检视外交关系的一小部分而已，我们是整个政府都在检视我们所有的对外关系。
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, second question, TBBS, Ting Ting.
Thank you, Excellency. I have two questions for you. The first question is that His Excellency Malende actually mentioned a 100-day review earlier in June, and the deadline is actually up to September 13th. So why choose 6 days prior to the deadline to visit Taiwan? And as for my second question, do you think that diplomatic ties between Taiwan and Solomon Islands can be easily replaceable by financial infrastructure development benefits offered by PRC China?
两个问题，第一个是为什么选在这个日期选择来到台湾？第二个是您认为台所的关系是不是能够就这么轻易的被中国所提供的这些不管是发展援助或者是金融方面的援助所取代？
Thank you very much for that question. If I can just quickly respond to that. Like I said, we have faith in our national mechanism, and as a democratic country, we have that process in place. Now, I think it's not. I do not wish to prejudge or speculate that to give any uncertainty to the relations until a decision has been made in terms of in relation to the government. Like I said, we are doing it fairly broadly in the sense that as my minister have alluded to, we're looking even at our global posture. We're looking at all countries that we have existing relations and those we intend to broaden. Unfortunately, I think sometimes the focus has been only on one particular issue, but I think in terms of our relations going forward, we certainly would like to keep working where we are until that mechanism more or less kicks in. Thank you.
回答您的第一个问题，我们对我们设置的这个国家机制非常有信心。我们是一个民主国家，也有适当的程序。我现在不想要做过多的任何太早的评断，不过我相信我们最后会做出一个决定来。但是我刚刚也一再的强调，我们这是一个全盘的检视，我们看的是所罗门群岛的全球定位，看的是我们现存的关系以及我们希望发展的关系。我觉得很可惜的是，现在过多的焦点都放在其中一个我们的对外关系。我们当然以目前来说是希望能够持续进行所有的合作。
Thank you， 谢谢。我刚看到苹果建瑜对不对？有举手对不对？在后面。The third question will be from Apple Daily News， 建瑜。
Thank you. I've got one question for Foreign Secretary Colin Beck. It has been very clear that there are some pro-China MPs in your parliament. So how does your coalition government deal with this when the pro-China MPs use a confident vote as a leverage? Thank you.
第一个问题是，我知道所罗门群岛的国会议员有一些是比较赞成和中国建交的，或者是比较支持中国的。那因为贵政府是联合政府，如果国会议员里面有人使用不信任案投票的话，那么政府要如何回应？
Thank you very much. Like in all democracy, there are different views on certain issues. And this is just one of them. But like I said, it's not what, it's basically our principal executive arm of our government, the cabinet, that will be looking at the matter. So that is something that we have made a commitment to, and we will respect that. Thank you.
我想我们是一个民主国家，在任何的民主国家，对于特定的议题都会有不同的看法。那我们的外交关系也是其中一个。不过我们的原则，就是交给我们的行政，我们的政府去处理，去做最终的决定。
Okay, 好 ，Thank you very much. The next question for Masa TV， 接下来我们民视也有一个提问，谢谢。
Good night, Vice Minister. I have two questions. First, U.S. is taking steps to prevent China from raiding Taiwan's diplomatic countries. Does Solomon find awkward by being stuck in between? And second question, both foreign ministers are present today, but the press conference is held by both vice ministers. Are there any existing concerns? Okay, thanks.
两个问题，第一个是我们知道美国现在也有采取一些行动，要帮助台湾维护邦交关系，不要让中国再夺取台湾的邦交国。那所罗门是不是有一种卡在中间的感觉？第二个问题是，今天其实两国的外长都在场，但是今天的记者会是由次长来回答，想问这是不是有一些考量，或者有什么样的疑虑，所以在做这样的安排。
Thank you. Let me answer the second question before coming to the first one. First of all, we have a very, like my minister more or less have alluded to, we have a very strong relations between the two countries. The agenda is we do not have too much time in terms of our stay here in the Republic of China. So we are taking all the opportunity we can take in terms of going through our ongoing cooperation and agenda that bilateral agenda we have. Now looking at the question was more or less focusing on the United States posture within the region. But I think we should try to look at everything from a global perspective. The region, the Pacific region, is of interest globally. You have different countries responding to the changing currents that are happening within the Pacific. You have the Australian step up in terms of their policy. You have New Zealand reset, and you have free and open policy as well in terms of looking at the region. It opens more or less new engagements, new form of engagements. It's nearly all about the global agenda in the sense that many of the concerns of the Pacific are global in nature. Global in nature in the sense that we are talking about climate change, which basically needs everyone around the table. We're talking about keeping our ocean blue, which means everyone needs to focus on it. So I think when we look at the issues facing the Pacific, both global and what is happening even in my own country in terms of the impact, because being on the frontline states, the issue of climate change is basically 3 times the normal global average. We have islands that have already sunk. We have populations that are already relocated. We have 7 out of 10 deaths in my country are basically from non-communicable disease. We have so many development challenges that we are working with everyone, including the United States. So we're basically working even with all partners that we engage with.
先回答您的第二个问题，对于今天记者会的安排，我想我们双边关系非常的强劲，那这一次来台的议程也非常的满，那我们的时间不多，所以我们希望充分利用所有的时间来去检视以及探索我们所有合作的可能性。那对于第二个问题，就是美国在太平洋地区的这个定位，我想要以一个更具有国际性的视角来看，我想太平洋地区它其实是攸关国际的利益的。那这个区域的各个国家，其实它对于这边情势的发展都有不一样的回应。像澳洲，它也有调整它的外交政策，提升他们在这个区域和国家的互动。纽西兰也有所调整，欧洲也有提出相应的政策。我想太平洋的议题是具有国际性质的，像是气候变迁，是需要我们所有的人都一起来合作，需要一起合作维护海洋。那太平洋地区面临的问题呢，其实让我们这些岛国，我们是处于最前线的，我们的面临的挑战比起其他国家是更加的严峻。我们在所罗门群岛就已经发生就是海岛下沉的情况，还有人口必须被迫迁移。那我们在所罗门群岛死亡，其中每10个死亡案件里面有7件就是因为非传染性疾病造成的。我们面临许多的发展上的挑战，那我们希望和所有愿意与我们合作的人，其中包含美国一起合作，来面对这些挑战以及追求更进一步的发展。
Thank you. 我刚是不是路透？等一下，路透先，是路透有吗？对。好 ，So next question will be Reuters, Mr. Lee. Yes.
Hello, this is Emu from Reuters. I have 2 questions for Ambassador Beck. First one, could you please give us an update on this report from this government task force? We believe that the report has been finalized, and what's the update on this report? And when are we likely to see it? And the second one is, you mentioned many times that this will be an executive decision from your government, and this government task force is only one of the many factors. And I'd like to know when this decision is likely to be made. Can you please give us a clear deadline? And also, so far, how would you describe this review of the diplomatic ties with Taiwan? Is this a difficult one so far? How would you describe it? Thank you very much.
提3个问题，第一个是关于工作小组的这个报告，我们听说是已经有最终版确定，不知道能不能够告诉我们一下这个进度以及结果是什么。那第二个问题是您多次提到这是最终要由政府做出一个决定，工作小组的这些工作检视或者是内容只是其中一部分，那想知道大概什么时候决定会出来。第3个问题是您能不能请您描述一下工作小组的工作进行是什么样子的，在检视台所关系的时候是一个很 充满挑战、很困难的一件事情吗？
Well, thank you very much for the question. Like I said, when we talk about the national mechanism that we have in place, you know, we also have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs who are also looking into the same looking into the same issue. At the end of the day, it's basically reviewing our foreign policy and in a much more broader sense. Like I have alluded to earlier, we live in a fast changing international system. So in doing that, we really need to also look at where we need to engage in, what we can do, trying to ensure that our national interests are more or less catered for in terms of the development challenges that we continue to have. In terms of as to the deadline when the decision will be taken, this is very much above my pay grade, in the sense that it is the government who will decide when this matter will be more or less addressed. And the report is not so much to the public at the moment. It's basically to our executive body of our government, and that's the cabinet. But like I said, there are other mandated government agencies who is part of this particular process. Thank you.
Sorry, sir. What is the report there? What is the report there?
The details of the report is not, like I said, it is for cabinet to look at the details. It's not something that it is for the public to look at the details of that particular report. Even my foreign ministry is looking at that issue from our from the country's foreign policy perspective as well, contributing to the same issues.
Excuse me, allow me to remind that the question be raised, we give the permission to speak, and when our foreign minister was spoken, we allow the translation first. You raise the question, and then we will allow more questions, because there are two more hands still waiting, two journalists over there. Thank you very much, Mr. Lee. We allow the first translation.
像我们刚刚所说的，我们有一个国家的机制，目前在运作当中，工作小组只是其中一部分。我们的外交部也在探讨同样的问题，在做同样的工作。那么我们是以一个非常广泛的全面盘点我们的外交政策。但现在这个快速改变的世界以及国际情势，我们也必须要检视我们可能哪一些地方做的不足，要有更多的交流或者是互动。我们也要确保我们的发展能够符合我们的国家利益，帮助我们面对我们现在所有的挑战。至于决定最终什么时候会出来，这是超乎我的权限，不过最后政府是由行政部门政府来做出这个决定。那至于工作小组所撰写的这个报告，目前是不公开的，仅提供我们的内阁参考。还有那工作小组的报告当然也只是一部分，我们还有其他的政府部门单位也在参与这个全面的盘点。
Yeah, okay. I'm seeing, there's a lot of questions over there. Okay. I'm seeing Amber from Fasciste or French press, also Ms. Chan, from the Japanese media, and followed by Cindy. Okay, we have three more questions.
Hi, I'm Amber Wang with Agence France Presse, AFP. My question is, can you tell us what are the mainstream public opinions in your country? Are more people favoring keeping ties with Taiwan or switching to China? And will the public opinion be consulted in the government's decision-making process? Thank you.
我想要提的问题是在这个重新评估当中，检视台所关系是否会考虑到所罗门群岛一般主流意见、大众的意见。如果大部分的人民赞成外交转向，或者是还是跟台湾继续维持邦交关系，这会不会纳入工作小组的考量，或者是全盘检视工作的考量
Thank you. Well, when you look at the national mechanisms that we have put in place, it also includes the Foreign Relations Committee, which the public actually are made to make submissions to the Foreign Relations Committee. They themselves have their own process within our national parliament as well, and we also we have other government mechanisms also contributing to the same issue. But like in any democracy, it's basically there is no single opinion on this. There are individuals, there are groups of the population who would like to see relations maintained where we are at the moment. There are also those who think differently on the same subject, but those are opinions. For us, it's basically trying to look at what is best in the best interest of our national of our foreign policy going forward. And we're here, we're engaging, and we are talking about cooperation and trying to keep working on where we are until a decision is made on that.
回答您的问题，我们有许多的国家机制在运作，其中也包含我们国会的外交关系委员会。那这个委员会它其实也会接受人民他们的一些呈现他们的意见，所以相关的程序都存在，在国会的程序都存在，那也有很多其他的机制。那我想就像任何民主国家一样，我们没有完全一致的一个看法或者是意见，每个人都有他不同的想法，有些人希望维持台所关系，有些人也许有不同的看法，那这些都是个人的意见。对我们来说，我们要看的是什么样的外交政策最符合我们的利益。那我们今天也来到台湾，我们继续的讨论合作的可能，以及继续交流互动，我们也希望能够一直继续的合作，那待我们到时候政府做出一个最终的决定。
Yeah, thank you very much. I know that you have a question. Yeah, she's been waiting for a long time. Yeah.
Hello, my name is.
可以用中文 no problem. Please. Yeah, 大家可以用中文问 no problem. 大家一直用 whatever which way you prefer.
My question is for the guest. Okay. I would like to know what kind of new messages you would like to deliver to the private sector in Taiwan in order to encourage them to invest more in your country. Thank you.
我想要请教贝克次长，是不是有什么样讯息想要传达给台湾的私人企业、私营部门，鼓励台湾多多在所罗门群岛投资？
Thank you very much. We live in an interconnected and interdependent world. We are also part of the trying to encourage everyone to invest in the Solomon Islands. We are grateful for those the private sector that is already investing in the Solomons, but we are encouraging more investors to invest, and I think there will be a team that will be going over in terms of looking for opportunities. These are private sector companies looking, trying to look at opportunities of engaging. Some of our discussions today is basically with the private sector, including looking at those who are the solar company. As you will realize, you may be aware, only 20% of our country's population are connected to the grid. So basically, we need all the cooperation from all quarters of any country, both the private, the public, and working with everyone who can look at some of these challenges. Thank you.
就您的这个议题，我想我们现在处于一个互联以及互相依赖的世界，所以我们当然希望鼓励更多的台湾企业投资所罗门群岛。对于已经在所罗门群岛投资的企业，我们非常的感激，那也希望能够有更多的台湾企业。我想据我所知，有一个台湾的这个 私营企业的代表团在不久的将来将会前往所罗门群岛探索新的投资的机会。那我们今天其实也有一些行程，也跟私人企业的部门见了面，其中包含太阳能的公司。在所罗门群岛只有20%的人口，他们有连上电网，所以我们非常希望能够跟所有不管是公司部门的人一起合作，来帮助我们一起面对这些发展的挑战。
Okay, thank you very much. I know Cindy, 大纪元 she's been waiting, and then next will be 中央社。Yeah.
好，那我用中文提问哦。请问一下，所罗门对于中国在太平洋地区执行“一带一路”政策，有关于中国的援助将带来债务风险这部分的评估为何？
My question is related to China's Belt and Road Initiative in the South Pacific. I'd like to know what are the results of the review of the Solomon Islands government in whether this participation in the BNR initiative will ensnare recipients in debt traps.
The question of Belt and Road is best asked to those who are party to the Belt and Road. For us, we have our relations at the moment with where we are at the moment with various countries, including the Republic of China. So I just want to say this, that there are countries within the Pacific that are part of that Belt and Road, and there are countries within the Pacific who are also allies of the Republic of China.
那我想这个问题可能要问有实际参与中国“一带一路”倡议的国家。我们目前是跟中华民国台湾有邦交关系。那在太平洋，我相信各位也知道，有一些国家，太平洋的其他国家有参与这个“一带一路”，那也有一些其他的太平洋国家也一样跟中华民国台湾有邦交关系。
Okay, thank you. I know there's more questions. 我们先让Central News Agency 资颖 and then followed by Shu Ling.
Hi, Ambassador Baga. I have two questions for you. The first one is that what are the sticking points in the relationship between your country and the Republic of China, if there's any? And the second question is that as our Minister Wu mentioned in her statement that the Solomon Islands has been supportive of Taiwan's international participation in the past. So I'm wondering this year's UN Assembly and ICAO Embassy is going to open later this month. So I'm wondering, how is your country going to support Taiwan's international participation? Thank you.
两个问题，第一个是台所关系目前有没有一些挑战或者是困难点？那第二个问题是过去刚刚吴部长也有提到所罗门大力支持台湾的国际参与，那想要请教的是今年的联合国大会以及国际民航组织的大会上，所罗门会如何支持台湾？
Thank you. Well, let me just put it this way. If you look at the engagements that we are having with the Republic of China, we are basically working together on a range of issues. Like I said, the Vice Minister will be in my capital next week. My Foreign Minister is here in the Republic of China, also engaging with the Republic of various stakeholders within the Republic of China. So when I do not want to if you ask the question whether there is a sticking point, well, you might be seeing something that I have not yet identified that probably maybe is an issue. But when we look at where we are, until our national mechanisms more or less make a decision on our direction, basically we will be doing what we have been doing as we have always done in terms of supporting the cause of having meaningful participation of the Republic of China in terms of within the UN system. So I probably I'm repeating myself on this, but I think we are here, we are engaging, and it's business as usual for us until there is any changes in that. you will be informed. Thanks.
然后回答您的问题，我们今天本团来到台湾，也跟我们有进行交流、合作、探讨，有在多方面有所合作。那下周徐次长也会到我们河津，我们此趟来访也是讨论未来的合作。那对于您刚刚提到台所关系目前有没有什么困难点，也许您比我还清楚了解，可能已经预知到有什么困难。那我目前是不认为有任何困难。我想直到我们的政府做出最终的决定，以前我们都会照常进行我们的双边关系，那也会照常的支持台湾的国际参与，不管是在联合国体系内等。那我可能一再的重复，我们今天来到这边就是显示了我们就是台所关系一切照常，那直到我们最后做出一个决定。
好 ，Thank you. I know we still have 3 questions. We first 共同社食物林 Japanese media, and then we follow by 刚刚是顾全吗？是 Yes. 中央社 Central News Agency 顾全 and then followed by Now News, right? In that order. First, Japanese media 淑玲first. She was first.
Kyoto News. I have 2 questions. First of all, media reported that Beijing is offering the Solomon Islands a fund package in exchange for switching diplomatic allegiance from Taiwan to China. Can you confirm it? Secondly, you emphasized that you are looking at what serves the best interests of the Solomon Islands. If it is true that China is offering a fund package in exchange for the diplomatic ties, are you worried that it might not serve the best interests of the Solomon Islands if your country will wind up in the kind of debt trap that other countries have found themselves in? Thank you.
2个问题，第一个，媒体有报道说北京政府提议向所罗门群岛提供金援，以换取外交的转向。那能否请次长做出回应，是不是真有这件事情？第二个，如果次长刚刚有提到，我们所有的评估以及盘点都是要确保外交关系能够符合所罗门群岛的最佳的利益。那如果是这样子的话，如果接受中国的这样子金援做外交的转向，您是否会担心这样子就不符合所罗门群岛的最佳利益，可能会让所罗门群岛陷入债务
？Thank you for the question. Well, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs more or less deals with country on a state-to-state, and as so far we have not received anything in relation to what you have alluded to. So this is something that I cannot comment anymore any further on, based on we have not formally been approached on that front. Thank you.
对于您的第一个提问，我们的外交部是以国与国的之间的关系在进行互动交流。那对于您刚刚所提到的金援，我们并没有得到这样子正式的通知。那我在这边也不予评论。
Okay,
Sorry, can you repeat the second question?
About the debt trap, are you worried that if it's true that China is offering a fund package, are you worried that your country might wind up in the kind of debt trap that other countries have found themselves in? Thank you.
Thank you. Like I said, if we have received anything from other country, I can confirm within my ministry, we have not received anything formal on that. So if we have not received anything, it is difficult for me to talk about a debt trap and so forth.
对于您的第二个问题，因为第一个问题就已经不成立了，我也说过我们没有收到正式的通知有提供这样子的金援。那第二个问题我就也没有办法去回答到底会不会陷入债务危机。
Okay, thank you. I know 2 final questions, one from Zhongyangsa CNA Gu Chen, followed by Now News, the last questions, and then we'll be inviting later concluding remarks from the Deputy Foreign Minister Xu Zijian. Thank you.
我想请教一下所罗门外长，就是关于因为最近传出
很有可能会外交转向的关系。那在这个时候来台湾访问，是不是想要传达出这个所罗门对台湾的这个邦交其实是希望维持下去的？然后再想请问一下徐次长，就是说有提到您下周要去访问所罗门，是不是在稳固邦交的这个一个动作，或者是有其他的目的？谢谢。
The first question is for the Permanent Secretary. We know that there's possibility of a diplomatic switch, and I want to ask whether the timing of your trip to Taiwan at this time is meant to send a message that the Solomon Islands would like to maintain relations with Taiwan. And the second question is for the Deputy Minister. The Permanent Secretary mentioned that you will be going to Honiara next week. Is this an effort to stabilize or to further consolidate our relations?
Thank you. Looking at the activities between the two countries, last week my foreign minister more or less received young ambassadors from the Republic of China visiting. These are school children traveling over. The previous 2 weeks ago, the Speaker of our national parliament was here in the Republic of China. So the engagement, like I said, is we're in the business of keep building bridges. We're in the as diplomats. We are basically this is what we do. I do, if there is something that I'm not seeing, then it will be good to be quite specific on. My foreign minister is in this country at the invitation also of his colleague, and like I said, 2 weeks ago they actually at the Pacific Island Forum along the margins of that, the two ministers also met last month in terms of signing that visa waiver arrangement. So everything that we are working on is basically strengthening cooperations between the two countries.
我们台所两国的互动非常的频繁。那上周呢，外长也在所罗门群岛接待了来自台湾的青年大使。2周前，我们的欧提议长也来到台湾参与 APPU。所以这就是我们外交官的工作，就是要推广对外发展对外关系。那么我们这次来到台湾也是受到吴部长的邀请。那他们2位部长也在其他的场合碰过面，像是太平洋岛国论坛等等。我们这一切的努力都是为了继续进一步的强化我们的关系。
我回答一下这个问题，就是其实我担任这个外交部次长已经1年2个多月，那么实际上我去过太平洋多次那么很多邦交国我都去过但并不表示每次去就会有什么问题，所以实际上我们去往访邦交国其实是我们正常工作的一部分。那么这是第一点。第二点呢，我相信刚才贝克次长也跟各位谈到，最近我们两国，包括我们部长还有马内雷部长也都谈到，我们两国有多次的互动，包括这个部长在太平洋岛国论坛也跟苏加瓦瑞总理亲自见面，那么这个都有相片，我想这都是两国邦谊这个非常健康的一些迹象。那么这次我要去呢，刚才我想这个马内雷部长以及贝克次长都提到，现在所国这个新政府上来以后，正在全面的检讨所国跟各国的关系，它是放在一个全球的架构里面来检讨。那么各位刚刚听到，包括美国、日本、澳洲、纽西兰都重新检讨他们跟所国的关系，这些国家的官员也都会去。那么所以我想我们中华民国台湾的外交部派我去，也是希望跟这个所国的政府好好的讨论有些什么事情我们可以进一步来发展。那么所以我想我们会讨论现在的计划怎么继续加强，还有一些什么新的计划可以展开。我想这个大概就是本次我会去访问的主要目的。
Thank you. Okay, we take the final question. 最后时间的关系，最后一个问题，好不好？今日新闻来，请。
不好意思，我想请问一下，次长刚刚一直有提到说台所的关系要根据国内他们各方的意见来做出最终的决定，那我们是不是可以解读成说，目前为止我们仍然无法排除所国跟台湾断交的可能
？This question, you mentioned earlier that this is an overall review and it will also take into consideration the public opinion in whether or not to maintain relations with Taiwan. So does this mean that we still cannot exclude that possibility of a possible break in diplomatic ties?
Thank you. I think, let me begin where I started. I started by saying we have a national mechanism that will look at our foreign policy, that will review our relations with overall. We have also looked at those countries we have not have established the relations with in terms of trying to keep broadening our engagements with the international community. The challenges facing the country, like I said, needs everyone that we live in an interconnected world. We live in an interconnected world that we really need everyone to step up, do their fair share in terms of preventing our planet from reaching its tipping point. At the moment, we're heading in towards that direction, and we're making everyone that needs to do something, let us work together. And we're working with basically everyone. And what we can do in terms of enhancing our engagement, this is something that we are trying to also do with basically everyone.
那就像我刚刚所说的，我们有一个国家的机制在检视我们的外交政策，这是一个通盘的检视，要看我们现存的邦交关系、外交关系，也要看我们那些，也会去检视目前并没有邦交关系的国家。我们外交部，我们就是要不断的拓展与国际社会的关系，因为所罗门面临的挑战其实是所有全球的人民都面临的挑战，因为我们现在住在一个互相连结的世界，我们需要所有人都一起合作，一起来预防我们的问题严重到超越这个临界点没有办法回来，所以我们希望能够跟所有人跟各方一起合作，我们希望能够加强和所有人的互动以及外交关系。
不好意思，sorry, due to time constraints, sorry, it's okay.
Last
question. No more questions.
I promise that will be last question.
Very brief.
Okay. Your Excellency, does Solomon have any plans to actually request for more financial aid or financial agreement with Taiwan during this trip, or any upcoming bilateral relations or dealings with the ROC?
Yeah. Well, thank you. We should try to avoid a situation where all solutions only lies with one particular country. We need everyone to engage with. We need to engage basically with everyone. I keep saying that when we look at some of the issues that are facing not only my country but basically other Pacific countries, it actually needs everyone. Everyone in the sense of doing their fair share in trying to ensure that the survival of our people is guaranteed. Survival in the sense that I'm not too sure whether if you look at where we're heading, in terms of the health of our planet, we're heading towards a 3 degrees world, which basically means that many of our islands will be sinking. So what we're trying to do is basically work with everyone. We work with basically the Republic of China. We basically work with the rest of the world within the multilateral framework. We basically work with everyone bilaterally as well. And I think at the end of the day, it's when you do something that will guarantee the survival of the Solomons or the Pacific, you basically guarantee the survival of the world as well. Thank you.
回答您的问题，我想我们应该要避免这种就是所有的解决方案都有赖于其中一个国家，我们需要跟所有人一起互动，一起合作，因为太平洋岛国所面临的问题其实攸关于我们人民的生存，那也是国际性的议题。那我们如果看现在地球的这个健康状况，很可能面临的是地球的温度上升3个摄氏度，那这会表示我们许多的岛国将会被海水淹没，所以我们希望能够跟各方合作，跟中华民国台湾合作，或者是透过多边体系、多边框架合作，或者是透过双边合作，因为我们最终就是希望能够确保所罗门群岛、确保太平洋岛国人民的生存。
Yeah. Okay. The foreign deputy minister is running seriously late for their meetings, so we're inviting concluding remarks from the deputy foreign minister, Xu Zijian, please.
我想今天大部分的问题没有问我了，所以我还是有几句话想跟各位分享，如果各位允许我的话。首先我要在这里借这个机会再次表达我们对于所罗门群岛共和国、对于中华民国台湾在国际场合上面的支持表达感谢。刚才呢贝克次长也好，还是马内列这个部长也好，都再重新声明了对于台湾在国际社会的支持。这是第一点。其次呢我想就是刚才也有朋友问到我去所国的这个的目的，那么除了我刚刚讲的以外呢，刚才贝克次长也说了，实际上现在也许各位比较没有注意，其实现在很多国家都已经派了一些考察的团到所国，替所国来研究未来的发展。其实我们台湾也一直有派各种各样不同的专业团体去，那么这次也会有其他的专家跟我一起去，那么也是这样各国合作的这个努力的一部分在这里也要跟各位说明，包括我们也会了解美国、澳洲、日本、纽西兰正在跟所国发展怎么样的合作，然后台湾可以怎么样的配合。那么此外呢，我想利用这个机会简单整理一下刚才贝克次长讲的一些事情，也许各位未必听得非常清楚，各位不知道听清楚没有，他提到3个报告，至少3个。第一个当然是各位一直在问的跨党派小组的报告，这个报告会呈给内阁。第2个报告是他们外交部的报告，这个报告也会呈给内阁。还有第3个报告是国会外交委员会的报告，也许还会有第4个。所以刚才我想贝克司长所说的国家的机制包括了各个方面意见的搜集，那么只是因为某一些就是我的主要是澳洲或外媒主要的焦点集中在那个跨党派小组，所以大家的焦点就被那个带走，那实际上还有别的报告，那在这里要特别提醒。另外我也想提醒各位媒体朋友，有15位的所国国会议员公开发表声明支持维持跟中华民国台湾的外交关系。这15位里面大部分是部长，大部分是内阁成员。我想这是一个很强烈的讯号。另外就是所国的外交部其实有对于一些传闻也发表了澄清的声明。那澄清声明最主要就是说，现在并没有做出最后的决定，这最后的决定实际上是由内阁会议来决定，就是政府来决定。那么最后一个小点就是也有所罗门的网路在做民调，刚刚各位问到所国民意主流，那么这个民调80%几是支持跟台湾维持外交关系的。这些是我所知道的一些事实，在这里也跟各位分享。
Yeah, thank you. 谢谢，我们非常谢谢我们的局长，因为时间的关系，抱歉他们的行程真的是严重 delay. So once again, we want to thank you, the 2 Deputy Foreign Minister, His Excellency Ambassador Colin Beck from Solomon Islands, and also our Deputy Foreign Minister Xu Zijian. Thank you very much for your time and for your words. Thank you. 谢谢。好，那我们今天的这个记者会到这边结束，非常谢谢大家，谢谢大家的耐心，谢谢大家的了解，谢谢，晚安，谢谢。